I know where you are right now. Back in time, years ago, at the first ball you gave to your wife, Catherine.
It was a long time ago, Edmund. A lifetime ago.
Yes. But if you had the chance to go back and do it all over again, you would, wouldn't you? You'd marry Reva all over again.
Every man has a dream, Edmund. A dream that might have been. Have you seen her?
I'm right here.
You look stunning, absolutely beautiful.
So does the room. It looks almost magical.
This entire evening is going to be something magical and out of the ordinary.
I think so. But I want you to make me a promise that whatever happens tonight, know that something good will come out of it.
And what, pray tell, is that supposed to mean?
Just that it will be a night to remember. So, how many more guests do we have to greet before we can relax?
No, but I can't get over it. You know, you are more beautiful than the day we were married.
Duke Frederick Bledsoe and Lady Isabella.
Hello. I'm glad you could come. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Do we know them?
Never seen them before in my life.
Oh, good. Well, if there's someone that I am supposed to recognize, be sure to give me a swift kick in the butt.
I just can't tell you how much I miss this. You were always so irreverent, you know, so impulsive.
So full of royal bull.
That too, yes.
Lady Leona Thatcher of Monto. Sir Ralph Poindexter and Lady Esmeralda of Paddington Square.
It is wonderful to see you. I'm so glad you could both come.
Yes, Catherine and I are so happy you could make it.
Very happy.
You know, she often speaks of the week we spent at the chateau.
Yes, I can't remember when I've had a more wonderful time. Thank you. I mean, I really can't remember, period.
Yes.
Hello.
Just so long as you remember that we're celebrating our anniversary, and I'll get you through the rest. Don't worry.
I haven't forgotten. I told you I was going to be Catherine for the night, and I promised to do just that. But you better enjoy it while you can before I turn back into a frog.
Oh, that you were. I would put you in a jar and keep you right where I could always see you. Good evening.
Great hat. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. If I knew there were going to be three of you, I would have brought you one, Edmund. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Quite all right.
You seem a little anxious tonight.
No, not at all. I just want this evening to be a success for Richard, that's all.
So do I. That's why I put the guards on notice.
On notice? What for? What kind of notice?
Well, Edmund is convinced that Olivia's going to make an appearance tonight.
But don't worry. I've ordered the guards to search the palace periodically, and if they find her, shoot to kill.
No.
Why? Do you care what happens to Olivia? There's something odd going on around here.
Why would you want to involve the guards in this? It'll only make the guests nervous.
Yes, and if Olivia's here, she'll make you dead. Have you forgotten she tried to kill you, Reva? She's a desperate woman.
Well, she may be desperate, but she's not stupid.
Listen, Edmund may appear to be overzealous at times, but I'm sure he has our best interests at heart.
Well, someone has to protect you from yourself.
Well, at least I have you. Although I'm afraid your efforts might not be rewarded tonight. Olivia's probably so far away that it'll be impossible to find her.
I'm sorry. I'm later than I thought I'd be.
I don't want anyone to disturb us. Now, what was it you wanted to talk to me about? You said it was confidential.
I just want to know why you did it.
What are you talking about?
I know everything, Edmund. I know who you are. I know what you did. I saw you. I saw you try to murder my son. You went into his nursery when you thought everyone was asleep. You thought you were alone, but I was watching.
You were watching what?
The moonlight was coming in the window, and you were standing next to his crib. I thought you were Richard at first, until you picked up the pillow. And even then, even when I knew it was you, I thought you'd gone in to say goodnight to Jonathan until you raised the pillow over your head like it was some kind of sick game, and then you put it on his face, and you pressed down, and you held it there. You were trying to suffocate my son. You were trying to kill him, and you would have if I hadn't have come in.
If you believe that, why didn't you confront me then?
And get us both killed? No, Edmund. I went to Olivia, and I begged her to protect Jonathan. I left him with her.
And sent him to his death. Well, he died, anyway. Didn't he?
Is that your confession?
Is that my what?
You're the reason I had to leave San Cristobal. You're the reason why your brother doesn't have his son. Now all I want to know is if you're man enough to admit it.
You finally remembered everything. Though I'm not sure you'll be glad you did.
Are you admitting that you tried to kill my son?
Oh, yes. And you. Several times. My only regret is that you're still alive to have this conversation.
Why? What did I ever do to you?
What did you ever do? You're trash, Reva. Trash that washed up on our shores. You created chaos for my entire family and for the country I love with all my heart. To you, San Cristobal is probably just some pretty picture on a postcard. But to me, it's the homeland I love. The homeland Richard and I were born to protect. Do you have any idea what you've done to my brother? The damage you've caused?
I've caused?
Yes. Because of you, he ceased to be the man he was. Because of you, he became a meandering fool, incapable of running a country that desperately needed him. He has a duty, Reva. Do you know what that is? No, of course not. All you Americans care about are fast cars and remote controls. You wouldn't know anything about honor.
Honor? You tried to kill a baby. I can understand why you'd want to do me in, but not a child. Why? Why would you want to harm an innocent child?
Because he was your child, not fit to rule. What would a half-breed, raised by the likes of you, know about running a monarchy? Like you, he was born ignorant and stupid.
And next in line for the throne. That's why you wanted him dead, isn't it, Edmund?
I deserve to rule this country. I know what it needs, and I can address its problems.
By murdering all the people who get in your way?
If need be, yes.
And protecting your people. What about the guard?
What guard?
Was he one of your people? The guard who saw you switch the fencing sword. The one you made write a confession, and then you had someone shoot him in the head.
Oh, him. He was a traitor and a common black...
And what are you? You murdered a man and tried to pin it on Olivia. You framed her. Why?
Because I didn't want Richard to find out about me, you twit. And, of course, because you wouldn't stay dead. Well, you know what they say. 3 times a charm. I really don't have a lot of time.
You think you got me, but you're wrong. You're the one who's been caught.
No, I'm the one holding the gun.
No. Your camera? The one you had installed so you could spy on me? Richard and Olivia are in your room right now, and they've heard every word you've said.
Oh, that's good. That's really
And
cool.
they'll be here. They're on their way right now. They'll be here any minute.
Perhaps they stop for a spot of tea. Well, I wish we could do the same, but I'm afraid our time has come to an end.